I've worked as a teacher in education, as an IT teacher. I've been a leader of e-learning, which was an interesting role I did back when schools had money. I've been an assistant head teacher, I've been a vice principal, and I've also been a head teacher for a school that was in very difficult circumstances that ultimately closed, and I led the closure of that school, which was an interesting experience. I really like the depth at which we go to. It's one thing to do an online course which shows you how to build a WordPress website in an hour, and another thing to actually get under the hood and see how it's all strung together. I like the way the course is structured. Stuff that we do builds upon the next module we study in a logical and coherent way, which I think that's really invaluable, because I'll find myself doing something. I'll be working on something in React, for instance, and I'll start to spot some of the similarities to some of the stuff we might have done with when we've been building APIs and things along those lines. All the instructors will draw upon their experience working within industry. Not all the instructors, nobody's a full-time instructor, if you like. They're all people who work within industry in various different capacities. I'm really excited by the fact that this is industry standard. This isn't a textbook, as it were. This is something that I think is incredibly current and relevant, and you can tell from hearing some of the instructors talking and reviewing the course as to what is actually current and what skills are actually required. I think there's a real strong sense of that. I do feel that the people who are designing the curriculum have got their feet firmly camped within what is actually taking place within the industry and looking at the demands of the web development industry. I'm definitely interested in working in probably the back end of the web development sector. I've really enjoyed working with MySQL databases, object-oriented programming in PHP, and I've really enjoyed designing APIs and looking at how that's structured. That's something I've never come across before. And then I've always been interested in how data can be processed and displayed and used and interacted with, I guess. And so a lot of the stuff we've done with MySQL and PHP and Laravel and working with the APIs, I think really, I'm really drawn to that. Every time I've worked with one of the teaching assistants, whoever they might be, the quality of what they've fed back to me or allowed me to check my understanding or review what I've done so far has been of what I would consider to be an instructor standard. And I've got I'll be quite critical about the quality of teaching, because having worked in education myself for so long and spent countless times observing teachers' lessons to the point where it's about performance management and accountability and review of what's happening and being able to take a snapshot of the quality. The times where I get frustrated, I do get frustrated sometimes, and every one of them has been able to cope with me growling, I guess, for want of a better word, and be able to elicit the appropriate responses, and I really feel I've been able to move forward. It's hard at times. Sometimes I find it really slow going and I'm thinking, I'm not getting this at all. But I've always been pleased at the feedback I've received in the one-to-one sessions, and felt that actually I need to feel a lot more confident than I actually do at times, because the instructors are not just giving bland praise or yeah, you're doing all right, yeah, keep going, you're doing well. I find that the criticisms of the work I've been doing are all valid and stuff that I can work on. And in a lot of cases, we'll do online tests and stuff, and I'll have the results with full feedback turned around to me within a few hours. That's ridiculous. That's really good. You've got to look at where you currently are and what you think this course is going to be about, because it's not easy, because it's really tough. And that's not to say that someone with no experience of computing whatsoever, it doesn't stand a doesn't stand a chance. I think that's incorrect. You go at quite a clip, so you got to clear your schedules a little bit. You've got to commit. Be prepared to work hard. Be prepared to revise hard. Be prepared to put the effort and the commitment in, and ask questions. Annoy your instructors. I'm trying to get to the point where I'm annoying them because I'm constantly asking them questions and stuff, and they're always happy to talk to you. And I think at the end of this course, I'm going to feel like, wow, that was 3 months of just solid. Wow, I know how to program now properly. Yeah, that.